So now rather than telling you what to do, I'm going to show you what I've done.
Yeah.
Most people want to tell their kid, most people want to give an advice to their kids that they don't apply. Most adults want kids to respect them and they don't even respect themselves. Most adults want kids to be true to their word, but the adult is not true to their word. So because I understand that my kids don't hear me, they only see me, it has me holding myself to a higher standard accountability wise, because I know that my behaviors become their beliefs. My behavior becomes their blueprint. My behaviors become their thoughts. My emotions and the way everything becomes their words, becomes their livelihood. So are we setting ourselves, our kids up to win, or are we setting them up to fail?
Absolutely. I like how you have your family dynamics as a team, right? It's like a team effort. And it's funny, some of the best decisions I've made is when I've involved my children, believe it or not.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
one's only 7, one's 11, but when they've contributed, I can't think of the last example, maybe, just a decision in the home, furniture, anything, right? And when they contribute and I listen to them, I've made better choices. And like, wow, I'm 39 years old and my advisors are my children on a lot of these decisions I'm making. And it's a lot better, I'll be honest with you. And like, it takes my ego and it lowers it and realize, okay, they have a say, like you're saying, they have a say and they're important too. And I need to encourage them to continue to have that say, to be that leader.
Exactly.
So it goes from the home and it transitions into the world. Because if we're not developing leaders in our home, they will not be leaders in the world.
100%, bro.
Starts at home.
And I love, I saw a YouTube video that you did with them. I think they have their own little channel.
Oh, yeah,
And you guys are
TikTok.
making a strawberry cake together.
Yeah.
And that was so awesome. Like this guy has 2 girls on camera and they're talking like real YouTubers. And they made
That's so cool.
They made a cake together and that was just like, I
Now
just
they're doing
love
little
that,
dances
brother.
and stuff, man. You know how it is, man.
No, that's awesome.
Honestly, I think that's really what's missing, is just that interaction. Like that interaction, bro. Like just picture what you would want as when you were a child, right? Can you imagine if your dad rolled around on the floor with you? Can you imagine if your dad went and threw a ball with you? Can you imagine if your dad, just did whatever it is that you genuinely enjoy? Yeah. Bro, I've taken my kids to Las Vegas, to Florida, to Puerto Rico. I've taken them all parts of the world, and when I ask them what has been your favorite memory, you know what they say? That when we're
Playing with you.
when we're wrestling in the hotel,
Nah.
Jumping in the bed, hotel.
breaking TVs and beds in a hotel.
Wow.
Because that's that peace spot. Remember, bro, somebody will always remember how you make them feel.
Yeah, that's a good saying. Yeah.
And when you understand that, like, my goal is to make my kids feel so important. Even when I'm reprimanding them, like, I'll be like, come on, my queen. Come on, beautiful. You could do better than that. Come on, my love. Like, so because I know that I'm doing an incantation while I'm holding them accountable, because, bro, accountability is still very big in my household. But I do it in a very gentle and loving way. And even if I have to get aggressive, it's like, baby, come on, beautiful. Are you serious? You know what I mean? Like, it's always leading them to the vision, opposed to reminding them of how much they're messing up at that moment.
Wow. Man, I this sounds corny, but I can't wait to go be a father after this.
Bro, that's beautiful. That's not corny at all.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not corny at all, because right now your soul is being replenished, right? And here's what I want you to understand. You have no business to feeling guilty. You have no business to feeling ashamed, because as a man, you've done your best based on what you understood. And your heart has always been in the right place. Most of us, we beat ourselves down because we didn't know better. But in reality, we're going to get nothing beating ourselves down, because we're going to bring ourselves down to that guilt and that shame. And then that vibration is going to work against us when it comes down for us executing the mission, which is making our kids feel better. You say, yo, you know what? I'm going to forgive myself, because had I known better, I would have done better. And from this point moving forward, with this level of understanding, I'm just going to do my best. And that's all we can do, bro. That's all we can do. I never advocate for people to beat themselves up and drill themselves, because at the end of the day, that takes us nowhere, but we end up taking away whatever confidence we have to act on the desire that we want to act on.
Here's the thing, that's part of your testimony now.
Exactly.
When other parents are going through that, you as well, you can advise them, hey, listen, I had a child that was going through this process. It was a very dark moment in our life, but this is how we overcame that.
Exactly.
We got connected in this way. We started, just doing more stuff together, just having a better, more direct approach, a proactive approach to family life. And you're a testimony to that family, but also he has testimony now of where he's been through and how God got him out of there. And that's all part of his process, so that when he matures in life, that's what creates maturity. It's making mistakes. It's going through the struggles. It's being in those dark spaces in our life, right? And I think we've all been there in different ways, right? And it's how we overcame that. You know, I've overcome a lot, man, through very difficult moments. Like going through a divorce was extremely painful.
Right.
And I felt a lot of the emotions maybe your son experienced, you know, in his young days. I experienced that as an adult, and it was very difficult. And I was like, okay, how do I do this now? How do I lead my family into different households? And going through that process was not easy. It was tough. It was very challenging.
Absolutely.
And it continues to be challenging. But now I can look at other people and say, listen, I went through it. I'm still going through it. This is what I think you should do. But at the end of the day, God has a path and a purpose with all of us. And we all have a different journey. And I'm just trusting God. Just doing the best I can.
Absolutely.
To lead my family, right? It's not easy. But
we're doing a good job.
Yeah, you guys, listen,
You're doing a great job.
we're all doing a great job because we even care, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's put this into perspective. Like, taking care of yourself is a task on its own. Managing your thoughts is a task of its own. Managing your emotions is a task of its own. Let alone doing that for other people that are looking at you like their hero. Why do most people neglect their families? Why do most people walk out on their families? Why do most people give up? Because it's hard. Caring is something that it seems so easy to do, but it's something that we can't overlook, because the fact that we care, the fact that we're able to share these beautiful emotions is because our heart is really in the right place. There's people that don't even have that awareness. There's people that live in the same city as their children and haven't seen their children in years. There's people that have living in the same state, haven't even seen their children since they've been born. So it's like, I want us to embrace these beautiful emotions, because like, this is what being a man is about. It's about being in tune and being okay with sometimes not being okay, and being okay with sometimes being sad, and being okay with processing these challenges. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us grow up that we have to be strong and we have to be a certain way. And this is what a man is about. But this is why so many men suffer. Because they're not heard, because they're not able to truly express, because they're so busy being a man that they don't allow themselves to replenish their soul like we're doing today.
Wow.